Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Welcome to my page, Red's Stitchery, and let's talk about cross stitching. It's been a while since I showed you all my progress cross stitch related. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of know what I've been stitching. If not, it's okay. I'm gonna show you most of it today in this video. So today we're going to talk about this project right here, and yeah, just no. Then I have one finish, and then I have a start. I actually have couple starts in the month of January, but I'm gonna show you today only one because the rest doesn't have that good progress to show you to even understand what I'm showing to you, when it just looks like a group of random stitching. But the one I'm gonna show you today, I have very impressive progress and other projects that I've been working on just to show you my progress. And yeah, let's chat cross stitching. Starting with this project right here. So this is Dimensions, a banner, and this is actually a finish from 2024. But in January for Christmas, I got a big table that is now my sewing table, and I was finally able to do a very small, but in my opinion, very successful step to sewing projects, because lots of the projects that I stitch, I don't see them in a frame. I see them in a project bag, on a tote bag, in a pillowcase, in a banner, but I don't know how to sew. I have minimum knowledge. Like the only knowledge that I have is how to put the needle in a sewing machine, but I think it's a good knowledge. It's almost halfway there. Anyway, so this is Dimensions kit. This is how it looks like. It's mini banners by Dimensions, Cardinal Joy. So the kit included thread, Ida 14 count, wire hanger, which is this one right here, jingle bells, which this one's right here, and needle, and then instruction. If you've been watching my channel, you know that sometimes I have I don't want to say negative, let me say it this way. Dimensions, the big kits, especially gold collection, it's just not for the beginners. I realized it myself, even though I thought I wasn't a beginner. Turns out I am, because some of those kits, the pattern reading, it's difficult. It's just not enjoyable. However, this one, I feel like if you never stitched Dimension, it's the good way to start. There's a lot of projects, minis by Dimensions, like their petite collection, but not all of them going to be easy. This one I would recommend if you are a beginner. I'm just gonna show you a little corner. So this is how pattern looks. Very easy to read. It's a huge pattern, and why I feel like it's very necessary for this particular pattern to be this big, like the pattern is way bigger than the actual result, is because it has a lot of back stitching. I mean, crazy amount of it, and they did a very good job displaying all of it in the chart. It's, in my opinion, it was good to work on. They have also the instruction how to make a banner, and just general instruction how to cross stitch. So first, let me I finished this at the beginning of 2024, I believe in January. It was one of those I want to stitch something, but I don't want to stitch anything that already have started. I want to start something small. I got this guy and I finished it very quickly, but I never actually finished it as a banner, and I did it only a year later, which I'm very happy. I took my time. I'm okay with my results. Let's talk about everything in an order. First of all, I'm gonna take it off so it will be easier for me to show you, and that was one of those things where I purposely made the hangers part big so I can easily take it off of it, but at the same time I made them too big, so it's, I don't know, something to think about in the future. But this is how the hanger looks like, just your regular basic hanger. The kit included, I already told you what it's included. I'm gonna tell you what I've changed. Instead of the French notes, I did beads, Mill Hill beads. I will not tell you what color it is. I have a huge stash. I just took every single red bead that I have. I've decided this is the best color and that's why I used it. Unfortunately, I have no notes. I don't know what I used. And then in the word joy, and also same color, the banner around the project, I added a gold metallic. I think it was either Diamant by DMC or it was some kind of metallic, Japanese metallic that I have. One of those. I think it was Japanese cord metallic that I have. A very random floss. I got it from one of those lots or like destashing that I've been purchasing. So very random, and I decided to use it because why not? But still, at the end, it looks pretty close to what it's supposed to look like as a brand designed it. The instruction in a kit tells you how to make a banner, but they tell you to make this element with the red floss, like you making the cording over here on the bells. And of course, they don't give you the back fabric. This one I chose myself. But I didn't follow the instruction. I watched lots of videos on YouTube and I chose the most easy in my opinion, the one that I wasn't afraid I'm gonna mess something up. So basically what I did, I put the fabric and cross stitch piece right way face together. I just sew it all on a sewing machine and just left a gap right here. I turn it from inside out to out. And then I use a secret stitch, and for the first time ever, I used it and I finished the project. I'm not happy with the cording. It's actually not that hard to cord the floss. I just think I should not take only 2. I should do a full ply of the floss, like all 6 together, because these are too skinny, but because the project is very small, like here's my hand, here's my cat scratch me. The project is small, so it's kind of okay. You can see, you can hear the bells are working. And if you again been watching me for a while, you know I love cross-stitch related shopping. I shop like crazy, and I'm very proud to tell you that in this project I used 2 products that I thrifted, including this fabric right here. I actually had a couple of choices, but this one, it was very small piece. I probably have just a half of this cut left, and I'm like, where else I'm going to use such a small cut? So I used it. I'm very happy. It's just a very plain cotton fabric and I feel like it works great. And then this also was a very random find in a thrift store that right next to my house. This is lace, no, a ribbon, but it's a velvet one. So I was kind of scared for a second I'm gonna break my needle, the sewing machine, because it is thick, but it kind of worked out. So as a reminder, it's maybe not my first project in sewing. I did take, but we had class when I was in the middle school, and then I tried to sew something else about like 5-6 years ago, but until like in this gap I didn't sew anything. So the corners definitely need to do a better job next time. This one too. But overall I will tell that I am very proud of myself. First of all, I won over my fear, and the fear was that I am going to mess it up. I spent so much time and attention on this project and I'll have to throw it away because I messed it up. You know, that's the biggest fear I think I have. It's the fear that I spend so much time working on a project and I'm going to mess it up in one way or another. But you know what? I'm very, very happy as a final result. And it's just hanging on my door now, like this in my craft room. and I feel like it's a very good start. And I am definitely going to experiment more with sewing machine this year. It's just for that one because I don't know what I'm doing, and it's take a lot of time, you know, like to sit down to figure out what project I want to do, to find a YouTube video, some kind of tutorial, watch a couple of those, kind of understand the system, and only then to work. And I'm sure if I will do it at least 10 times, eventually I will get some kind of pattern how it works in my head. That way it will take less and less and less time. It will become more enjoyable. So now I do it only as my heart wishes for crafts that not cross related. I do have some cross stitching that is 5-6 years old, you know. It's nothing that I want to display, or like I really don't care about those projects because they're like very random, out of my style now. And those are going to be my future experiments, like make a project bags out of them or a pillow or something like that. So I'm very happy I never threw them away. I actually kept those, and now I will be able to experiment with those, not with a project that I spent months on working. But anyway, here's my Cardinal Joy. And again, this is the finish of 2024. I have not filmed yet and showed you all my finishes from 2024. If you want to see them, let me know. You know, pretty much all of them. I only have 2 more that I haven't showed you because I started my YouTube after I already stitched those. So if you want to like see all of my finishes from last year all together, please let me know in the comments and I will film the video. But I don't know, I feel like you know all my finishes during this year, except 2. No, except 4. I haven't showed you 2 more. Oh, maybe I should film that video. Okay, anyway, please let me know in the comments. Please make a choice for me. Do you want to see it, or should I just move on with this year? Next project, it's Climbed Tree by Nora Corbett. First of all, till only end of the last year, I even didn't know that Nora Corbett had a Patreon. Then I got a dragon that I've stitched and finished. Then I learned that this was that tree from the Patreon, but it's not available anymore. And then finally she started to repost in her old patterns, and I am the happiest person in the world. Because I am obsessed. I'm very, very hoping she's going to re-release her Van Gogh tree too, because I mean, come on, this tree need a pair, and it should be that Van Gogh tree. I think it's, I always forget the name of the fabric. If you need to know, let me know in the comments and I will try to, actually I will not even tell you because I bought it in an offline store, so it's not like I'm gonna show my receipts. And the name of the fabric is printed on the corner of the ones that hidden right now. But you can ask me, and as soon as I finish it, I will unroll it and I will let you know. But it has that, what you call them? In Russia we call them cucumbers, but I think you guys call them pansy? English, please correct me in the comments. But it has a very light print and it's like grayish, purple, pink, very light, but you can see it right now. And I felt like it works perfectly with this pattern. It's not too much, but even Nora herself on a preview chose the gray background. And I got this fabric from offline store that in Utah, Stitching Express, and the lady that worked in that store, and I think she's the owner, but maybe I'm wrong, she was super helpful. I cannot wait to go there again. You can easily find them online and order fabric, floss, and everything you need online, but I want to go offline just because it was really amazing cross-stitch store, and I just cannot wait to come back. I showed you some of the progress in my WIPS parade. I stitched a little bit more. As you can see, you cannot see the top anymore. Had to roll to continue working on it, and it's only 30% done. How can I angle that so you see? There you go. Do you see the amount of the beads? I'm kind of thinking I should probably keep the big ones for the last two because I'm afraid they're gonna get crushed. That's why I don't put the treasures yet. There's gonna be a lot of treasures, like the empty spots that you see. It's not for the beads. There's more. It's for like treasures. But it's definitely so far probably the most expensive project that I'm working on. I don't have my iPad next to me, so I cannot tell you exactly the numbers, but the project itself, it's not big. It's only like 9,000, but it is particular work. You're working with lots of silks. I think there's like 6 of Karen water lilies in here. I'm sure you can see it all, but the Scheherazade, I even remember her name. The Bermud, I think this one called. Over here, there's also a mix of DMC floss and also Kreinik, which that's the part where I stopped. There's Kreinik a little bit here, 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 but there's going to be a huge piece just stitched with a braid number 4 of Kreinik. I honestly enjoyed it. I'm still 100% into this project, still dedicated. I still want to try to finish it by the end of the winter season. If not, I will continue working on it. Doesn't matter what season it is. If you miss my WIP parade, I was telling you about that this year 2025 I want to try to be a seasonal stitcher, but I'm probably gonna repeat myself, but still this is a lot of beads, but most importantly a lot of silks, and I don't want to wash it, so I'm very motivated to finish it as soon as possible so I don't get stressed over something gets spilled, cats jumping, and any other disaster that can be possibly happen, which I hope not. I hope everything gonna go smoothly, but it is going a little bit slowly because again, you're working with the variation floss, you know, most of the part I don't even think about it, I just stitch, but in parts like this right here, I try to kind of connect, you know, the colors so it's not like just orange and then strongly purple. Like I want that variation to continue. That's the whole point of variation. I want it to be smoothly. Same over here, this yellow and green. I think it's the sunflower or something like that. This is one floss. So when I stitch this part connect here with the green, I want to continue with the green, not with the yellow, because it's already colorful. I don't need to add more mess to it. Same over here. Do you see, like from yellow to the green, like beads taking a lot. I think one of the golds, because there's 3 gold beads, 557, 2019, 2011, one of those colors is 1,000 beads. So altogether, there's probably 2,000 beads, if not more, probably more. So that's also takes a lot of time. But most importantly, I enjoy this project so much. I just love it. Every single minute of it. I usually listen to my music, get in some kind of zone, and I just teach, and I have so much fun with it. I also think maybe that's why it's going a little bit slowly, because I like it so much. I don't want it to finish too fast, but it's the end of January and I really want to try to finish in February, and I already have so many plans for February, so I really need to speed up a little bit. But Nora Corbett, or if you know Nora Corbett, please let her know that we are waiting for a Van Gogh tree, because the Klimt tree cannot be by itself. It needs a pair. I really want that one too. I wish the sparkle will sparkle as much as it sparkles in real life. But it's so bright and beautiful and yummy and delicious, and such a, you know, color therapy. Like you work on it, you cannot be sad while you're working on it. I always have so much energy, I'm always happy, and yeah, I just really love this project. I don't know what I keep doing with this preview, but every time I show you this piece of paper, it's getting worse and worse. Like, it's barely survives. And a beautiful project bag that my friends stitch for me. We always appreciate it, so it has to be at least a corner of it seen. So this is Sandy Orton Snowflake Elegance Ornaments. In 2024, I finished this one, and I finally finished the second one. The bells. Beautiful. Two are done. And again, I am very far behind the schedule that I made for myself. Technically, I'm supposed to finish right now my fourth one, but I am barely at the beginning on the third one. So most likely this one also going to travel with me through all the seasons till I finish it, because as I probably told you before, I am participating in Sandy Orton style, and in that particular style you cannot switch in between the projects. You stitch in one. We are sending reports of before and after every month on the 15th, and I have so many more by Sandy Orton waiting for me. I am very motivated to finish it, but I love all my projects, and honestly every time I start working on one, it's very hard for me to stop. So usually I just stitch till I cannot stitch on that project anymore, and only then I switch. I used to, like, even at the beginning of my YouTube, my second video got so far the most amount of views. There's like almost 20,000. I showed you 9 WIPs that I all stitched in 1 week, and that used to be normal for me. Like, I used to stitch 2 projects a day, every day different something, and that was okay. But right now I am in a different era of my cross stitching, where I truly enjoy the project. So if I grab it, I spend hours in it, and then I'm like, okay, it's time to switch it up and give some love and attention for the next project, and then only then I change it. Or if the project is very difficult, I like to change that one too, you know, like spend a good amount of time, like usually a full evening in that, and then switch to something easy and then continue on a difficult one. But 2 snowflakes are ready, and the very tiny third start right here. This is, so one of this is poinsettia, and the second one, I always forget the name of this flower. I'm not gonna spend time of it, but it's this one. Very tiny start, but hey, it's a start. I'm definitely going to spend a couple evenings on this before the day when we have to send our before and after. I will try to make way bigger progress than this. So probably next couple weeks you will see more progress on this one. But on a positive side, the 2 are ready, and aren't they just adorable? They vintage, they have sparkle in it, the beads, very, very pretty. Like, I really enjoy this project. It is kind of rare one, but it's not the most rarest ones. You can easily find them on eBay. If you're interested, definitely kind of keep your eye on it. Some people post it and it's like very great price. Some people post it and it's like, did you check the market before you post it? Like, why would I buy it for $100 if somebody sells it for $30? So if you're interested, yeah, keep your eye on it. eBay, maybe Etsy, maybe discussion groups, but I definitely see it a lot on eBay. A little update on the project of the year. So that's the project that doesn't matter what kind of season it is, I am carrying till I finish it. And this is why I'm also working on it right now, even though it's a winter. This is miniature dragonfly tile by Chatelaine. It's my first Chatelaine. Since the last time I showed you, I got all the back stitching done at all the sleeves. And I started the petite dragonflies. And as you can see, it's all same color. It's like the base color. Everything else is going to be petite stitch on these dragonflies, but it's like 2 stitches over here, 1 stitch over here. But this is the base color, so at least I can easily fix my flaws now, because before of it I was stressed mostly not to stitch the petite, but how to fix the petite stitch. As always, I'm going to show you all the beautiful beads. Just look at it. So gorgeous. I absolutely love it. But I'm slowly working on it each month. It's one of these projects that I will spend my whole day off on it, as much time as I can, and then put it away, wait a couple weeks and come back to it. As much as I love it, as much I wanted to see it finish, as much as I want to continue working at it, it does take a lot of time. It's not difficult, it just takes a lot of time. So slow progress, but hey, it's a progress. I'll take it. I love it. As I told you, the first 3 months of 2025, me and my friend were on a diet from shopping, but some stuff just came a little bit earlier, and also she knows, and I'm telling you, I did do a disclaimer that every time we travel, if I have an opportunity, I will go to the craft store because I don't have any craft stores near me, and sometimes it's just necessary. So I purchased from 123 Stitch before the end of the year some Mill bits that I will need for my future projects, some fabrics, nothing very like interesting to show you, except I ordered this pattern by Cooler Design Studio, but it's also Sandy Orton, and it's one of those projects that I think I'm going to start after the snowflakes, and it's like keep motivating me to like, hey, stitch those snowflakes a little bit faster. As a finished result, it's just so absolutely beautiful. Cooler Designs, I don't know, they don't put a very good preview on their patterns, but the final results just wow, amazing. I will say that I also got some DMC floss, some DMC Etoile. Yeah, and then I kind of went crazy for the beads. Like, I'll show you. Come on, aren't they the cutest? I'm thinking pin kips, make a tassel and like hold the tassel over here and put it on the end of the pin kip. Come on, aren't they the cutest? Like, I couldn't just not get it. Pumpkins, same reason. They just the cutest. Look how the glass bits sparkling. I don't know what happened to me, you guys. I kind of lost it. I actually walk out of the craft store and I'm like, what just happened? It's only been a month and I shopped like I haven't shopped for a year. But hey, so far that's the only shopping I've done so far this year, cross stitch related. These beautiful roses, same idea. Mostly I'm thinking about the end of the pin kip, put the tassel right here, or just click a couple beads. And they're very interesting too. They're like plastic, but they top coated with velvet, and I really like this red, burgundy, and the pink. Same exact reason. Like, I had a vision and I honestly was kind of like in a zone. I saw it, and you know, you've been in Hobby Lobby, Michaels, they have those huge walls with all those beads, but everything I showed you right now, it jumped on me. Like, I saw those particular ones through the whole wall and I thought, well, they're asking me to get them. So that's what we're doing. I don't know how we got to the whole video, but I decided to show it to you before I show you my finish and a new start. But aren't these just beautiful? And I love shopping Hobby Lobby because so this is half Hobby Lobby, half Michaels. Hobby Lobby I recommend more just because those guys are always on sale. Same brand, I think, right? Oh no, never mind, it's a different brand, but they're very familiar. Like, they had these ones too in Michaels, but Hobby Lobby always have a great discounts, where Michaels doesn't have any coupons, so I had to pay full price. But what you gonna do? Beautiful flowers like beads. I mean, for spring projects to add it on. Aren't they just the cutest? And I like how this one, it's all different colors. And next, I'm just gonna show you all together, because right before the diet started, oh no, actually, Lately, I got into more projects that you really need to sit at all evening to do 100 stitches. And I've been really enjoying editing things to it and like changing things and just to make it more sparkle and interesting. So I got myself a whole bunch of this kind of beads, like squares and piconuses. Look at this sparkle. It's all different ones. I just decided to show you all together. So this year promising to be very, very sparkly. And never paid attention before. I don't know how, but turns out Hobby Lobby and Michael's selling Delica beads. I had zero idea. Well, first of all, we don't have any Hobby Lobby or Michael's near us, so it's not like I can go there every time I want to check something out. And second of all, I only got into Delica beads recently, and I've really been a long time since I've been in one of those craft stores. So I got myself a lot of Delica beads. I have almost full collection of Mill Hill. I guess now I'm collecting Delica. It's because just the way Delica beads lace, it's just so much prettier. Like the dragonfly tile I just showed you, that's all Delica beads, and that sparkle, it's different. Not all of the projects I would use Delica beads, but there's a couple in my mind that I'm going to experiment with. Like I got a magazine, and there's like a Mill Hill kinda chart in there. It includes lots of beads, and I've decided I'm going to stitch it, but I'm gonna stitch it with Delica beads instead of the Mill Hill, just to see, like, I'm still understanding this ones, like what projects can I use them on, what ways they look prettier. I'm still gonna use Mill Hill, but this do give you more spark. I also got this ones, which Mill Hill has similar ones, but I need these big pearls for so many projects, and it's big looking like pearls beads. I feel like you can add it to lots of projects. That pink. Anyway, so was my very random little haul. I have zero regrets. I am very motivated to create, and let's move on to my new finish. But this is that Blue Tree by Vitlanka. I showed you in my Stitchy Updates of 2025, I think in the latest episode of the Stitchy Updates. I've stitched everything but the tree decorations. If you want to know what I used, what kind of beads number and all of that, please check out that video. Actually did it, I think, 3 times. And honestly, I'm still not sure if I like it or not. As for right now, we're keeping it as it is. I even thought to add this ones in here, maybe in between or on tree to get some sparkle, but then it's gonna take attention from the star right here. So let me know. I feel like it's missing something, but I don't know what it's missing. Maybe it's missing more color into the tree decoration itself. So please let me know, what would you add? Because I feel like it does need something to be added to it. I just don't know what. And it's really been bothering me that it's been like 93% done. It's all have to be done. It's the beads on a tree and it's just laying there. So in one of those evenings, I've just sit down and finish it all. So the beads that I use on a tree, it's Mill Hill, but I will not tell you what color it is, only because like the huge container of Mill Hill beads that I got it from offline store that was closing down, and it's most amazing find I've ever found. And one of those containers, it's the mix of the beads. I don't know if they sell like this and the previous owner just got the beads like that, or it was leftovers for many containers and the previous owner just added all in one container. I don't know what the numbers are, but it was a little container with the mix of the beads, and that's what I used. They're like grayish purple, orange, pink, pearl, blue. Yeah, pretty much that's the colors. And I honestly like the palette and how they look like, and I do like the contrast between like delicate beads and Mill Hill beads. Like, I like how I was able to use both. That I'm okay with. Like, I don't think delicate beads will look good as this is. Like, they definitely more sparkling than Mill Hill, but they square. So I feel like the Mill Hill were make more sense to use on a Christmas tree because, you know, it's like ornaments, which I guess ornaments can different shape. Anyway, I just saw Mill Hill beads in a tree, but I saw delicate beads as this beautiful lace around this tree. So if you have any thoughts, what should I add? Please let me know. I'll really appreciate it. But as for right now, it's considered to be a finish, and it's my first finish of 2025. It's not my first and definitely not my last start this year, but it's the one with the most progress, and I'm very, very excited to show it to you because I feel like it's a very good point to show it to you. This is Winter Dream by Merejka. I feel like in my Flossmas videos, I showed you this kit and I'm like, it just has to be started. I wanted to start it last year because in 2023 I finished the Summer Cat. There's a whole series with different cats on the window and a different season behind that window. So I have the summer one, and from all four, winter it's my second favorite. I don't know if I'm gonna stitch fall and spring, but the winter is just cozy wozy. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the little details. First, of course, the cat, the beautiful bouquet, the Christmas ornaments over here, the snow that sits on the window. It's just so beautiful. I've been thinking about this project for a whole year of 2024, and I've decided this is it. We are started it right now, and I did. Before I'm going to show you, so Merejka kits, they, as far as I know, as far as my experiment with the Merejka kits, they came, the floss organized like this. They're all bobbinated. It is DMC floss, and by the way, if you're a beginner and you want to try the kits and you want to try a bigger kit, a bigger project, but you don't know where to go, dimension, wait for that one, start with Merejka. Merejka is absolutely amazing. I also heard somebody saying Merejka, so I don't know which way the correct one. But Merejka, it's the most perfect kits in my opinion. They have it all. I would not change a single thing, and so far my experience that I have zero complaints. I have zero questions. I absolutely love it. Merejka, that would be probably my #1 recommendation for the kids. Because I'm a kids teacher, I know it's not for everybody. Google Merejka just for fun of it. Guarantee at least one project you will find that you absolutely have to have. They just released a beautiful teddy bears and it's so cute, and I have so much more in my stash that I just cannot wait to start. So I'm very motivated to finish this one as soon as possible. So as you can see, the floss comes in this alone organizers, like bobbinated, but it doesn't have any hole. It's because they give you this organizer with each kit, especially the new one. The older ones doesn't have this. New kits too. So I just unbobbin the length that I need, put it over here. I don't cut all together. I just use as much as I need at a time. So there you go. I love this organization method. I absolutely enjoy it. It's DMC, and if you're collecting like me, if you're stashing everything, get yourself a DMC palette and just separate it later on, or keep it on for later and you reuse it, you know, like keep using it. Like that's the floss that you will keep using even after you finish this project. Absolutely amazing. Let me show you what else is in here. So this one, I also have but oh, I just noticed, like this one doesn't show the difficulty, but over here in the preview they show the difficulty, and this one is almost hard. I have this one. I'm just not sure if I'm qualified for this type of work, because you need to stitch these 4 elements separately, cut them up, and then stitch them on a bigger project where you also stitch these flowers. And it's also, actually, they have 4 seasons. I want them all, but I don't buy them yet because it's the 3rd year now since I am too afraid to start this project. 3 years it's been. I got it in 2022. Oh no, maybe 2023. Maybe it's been only 2 years since I've been afraid of this project. Anyway, still feels like a very long time. But look at these frogs. So cute. And I haven't stitched the puppies yet, and I really want to stitch them. What else? This gorgeous La Riviera. This gorgeous project. I definitely want to stitch more like views. Look at that sky. It looks so realistic, and I love the palette of the pinks and purples and yellows and greens, and it gives me very like sweet spring holiday or like a honeymoon. I don't know, it just gives me the right vibes, and I want to stitch it. And another one on the preview, it's this one, which I think very reminds me Dimensions kits. Like they have a lot of same type of kits, and knowing that I am more comfortable with Merejka, so most likely I'm going to get one of the Merejka kits that have this beautiful view of European streets than Dimension, because Merejka, it's just different. I feel like they are doing a very good job. This is one of those brands that, again, so far I have 0 complaints. I do strongly believe they do an amazing job, and 100% guarantee I will keep getting more kits by them. I just love it. I will tease you a little bit longer before I show you my progress. This is how chart comes in. It's here. I'll show you this corner. It's huge. But it's very reasonable. The backstitch, it's like see-through color, so it's even if it goes across of the symbol, you have 0 confusion. I love their charts, and their charts actually duplicated, because you will get one with backstitch, and then you get another exactly same paper without the backstitch. So if it's more comfortable for you to stitch it first without the backstitch and then do the backstitch, easy for you to read the pattern, it's possible. I like how they give you the key over here, but it's not the only page with that. There's another one. So if you want to cut this one out, you can. If you're working on some project where you cannot use the key, you have the substitution. Like, it's exactly the same thing, and I absolutely love how they give you at least 2 pages where the key is showing. Ta-da! I changed absolutely nothing. The Ida, the needle, the floss, everything came in the kit. And I absolutely love it, and I am so happy about my progress. There's almost 42% is done. As you can see, I hit both top corners, and now I just moved to the bottom part of the project. I've decided, so I started from the middle, which the middle was on this window over here, and then I just stitched window by window. And when I was stitching this one, as you can see, I kind of move on to the flowers this moment over here, but I decided to stop, and I move my hoop, and I hit the second corner, and I move on to this window, and I've decided I am going to stitch all this window first, try not to touch the bouquet, and then move on and stitch the fully bouquet flowers right here. And I do it because, I don't know for you, but for me, I love working with different colors of the floss, but it can be literally the same palette as long as the color is different. So over here it's like 5 different colors of the brown, and I'm okay with it as long as I switch in between the flosses, so it's more interesting. And also, when I work on the kids especially, I like to work in an area where the same colors are used. This way, it just helps me to move on through the project faster, only because you don't jump in between the symbols. You know, like if you work with the same palette, you're working with the same symbols, and you don't need to check your key chart, you just keep working with it. And as much as I really want to jump on all these fun colors, bouquet is definitely the hardest part of this kit. Not confetti, but like small groups of different colors and completely different color palette. And I really don't want to keep jumping in between. I just wanted to finish. So all I need to do is just like this building. And then finally, I'm going to move on to the flowers, which I do think maybe I should do the window and then actually move on this corner. Don't touch the cat yet, but keep working with all these browns. But then I realized I will have to come back to that color palette anyway, because it's a little bit over here, it's a little bit over here. So I think I am going to follow my first idea, which I like when project is also even out. So that's why I really wanted to get to this corner and just move down from here. So I will keep to this plan, which is finish this window background, move on to the flowers, move on till I get somewhere over here, and then either continue on the flowers and just go all the way down, then jump over here, continue on the buildings, and finally stitch this absolutely cutest cat. We'll see where this will take me, but I'm very close to the flowers and I'm very, very excited about it, because I feel like as soon as I finish the huge bouquet with so many colors changing and group of stitching, I'm gonna be this close to the finish, and I'm enjoying it so much, but at the same time I'm like in some weird game with myself, like, can you finish it by the end of February? I don't know what it is about it, but I have a strong belief that I can, because I'm already 42% and I've started recent. Well, no, I actually been thinking a full January, so maybe not by the end of February, but I'm sure by the end of March this is definitely going to be finished. And I also participating a new sale, which is Merejka sale, and same rules. You cannot jump in between the project, finish one, continue the next one, which is, I also motivated to finish this one in February, because in the springtime I want to work on spring Merejka kits. Like, I have these beautiful roses on my favorite hydrangeas. Like, that's why I'm also so motivated to finish this one. But I truly enjoy it. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend Merejka kits. I think you will love it too. And yeah, I cannot, like, this kits really made, I feel like, by cross stitchers for cross stitchers. Everything that you think of, it's there. Like, it's so smooth working on those projects, and I just absolutely love it. Here's all my updates so far. About the haul, I forgot to mention, I also bought all 72 issues of the magazine. I think the name of it's The Gift of Stitching. I think they're going out of the business or something, so they're selling their all 72 issues for $30, and I think they are gonna be done doing it sometime February. So I knew they're not gonna wait for me till April in order for my cross-stitch shopping tide to be over. So I had to purchase it, because they have Brook books, patterns in there, which we all know the unfortunate news that hit us at the end of December. And I don't know how I'm going to stitch all those beautiful patterns that I'm dreaming about now, because I never purchased them, because we always think we have more time, and stuff like this then happen. And anyway, that's why I got the magazine, because they have in one of those issues the Sophie, I think her name, pattern. It's like Marie Antoinette. If you watch my previous haul videos, I know, you know, that's the vibe I'm going with my collection that I'm collecting right now. A couple more projects by her in there. There's a secret, not secret, why did I choose that word? There's a couple, I think, Chatelaine charts in there. There's a lot of samplers and primitives that not quite my style, but still I was able to find at least probably one pattern in each issue that I would stitch, and I'm okay with it. I love it. I'm very sad I didn't know about that magazine before to support their business. Oh, and then another one, they have a pattern for half dolls pin cushions that I am dreaming about. I want to stitch those so bad, but I guess it's one of those that, first of all, I need to purchase the half doll, and second of all, putting it all together kind of scares me right now. So I'm not in a hurry, but I didn't want to lose the pattern, so I bought all issues for amazing price of $30, and now I also have all of those, and I am very happy about it. Not much WIPS, but I would say definitely a big progress on all of them, and that's the vibe for this year. I'm just taking my time, stitch what I want, but I want to enjoy each project. I kind of tired of jumping from one to another just because, you know, I have to show you more for the video, whatever. So maybe this year I'll post just once a month. Maybe I will do once in 2 weeks, depending on the progress that I have, or maybe, you know, I will come back eventually to my 9 WIPs in 1 week, and then I will return to posting every week. So I don't know what to expect. I'm just enjoying the stitching, and yeah, that's all I've been doing. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see all my finishes from 2024. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about my finish of the blue tree. Should I add something? Did I choose the wrong beads? Like, something is off and I just cannot put my finger on it. Like, I don't know, I feel like something is wrong with that finish, but I don't know what. Maybe I just need to finish it, and then it will all come together. If you don't want to leave any comment, regardless those questions, just leave me a emoji, leave me a cat emoji for this project, or snowflake. I'll appreciate it a lot. Your comments does help the videos to be popped in on the For You page, and the reviews helping me a little bit too, so I'll appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hopefully will see you very soon in my next stitch updates. Have a great week, have a great stitching, and hopefully I will see you sooner than once a month. I will try, I will do my best. Okay, bye.